I am so like out of sync with the song. Very out of sync. It's fine though. It's fine. I'm trying. Sort of, yeah. I'm giving it a shot. Alright guys. Hey. So, oh man. Saturday was a trip, wasn't it? This game is sure a game. So, we're continuing Doki Doki Literature Club today. Last time we left off on, sweet Sayori dying, hanging herself, and being deleted from the game. Great! My favorite girl. She's gone now. I can't access her anymore, and I'm sad about it. I love Sayori so much. Why'd they have to take her? You could have taken one of the other girls. Come on. Stares at Monica violently. You. I don't trust you. Nothing to trust about you. Ever. I don't like you. You scare me. And from the beginning, she was a weird person. But, anyways, the point is I have to continue on without my beloved Sayori. So, we're gonna just keep going. Alright, we'd left off just after... Yeah, we left off on this line! Alright. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Fantastic. That's a great... That's great thing to do. Sell your soul to Monica. Don't do that, guys. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh. Okay. Alright. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me! Oh, no, not the southern accent again. Oh. Hey? A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Corvo. All words escape me in this situation. This club. Hi! Oh, valid. Oh boy, great stream name. Stop dying. That's valid. If you get done with your test early, you can always come back. But good luck with your test, Rose.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not! I'm certainly not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure that makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, Yuri's the vice president now. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Corvo in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Corvo? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. She carefully placed the teacup in front of everyone before setting the teapot down in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Alright, so this is stuff we've, like, technically already done before. This stuff we did in the previous one. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Corvo, what kind of things do you like to read? Yeah, and then I haven't read much. I read manga. Natsuki's head perks up. She's like, ooh. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. A little teacup trim. Like, it's so weird that, like, sometimes my memory remembers, like, the exact words and stuff. The craftsmanship. A good story. Passionate about her reading. That's valid. We love you, Yuri. One sec. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you've been reading horror. It suits your personality. Oh. Interesting. She says it suits her personality instead. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Sayori is like, oh, I wouldn't have expected that from you. Really, if a story makes me think, it takes me to another world and I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, she's a cutie.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Oh, the scrap paper.
I guess I do sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
She's just a little lady. They're like, oh, we can't do that. Then she says, you write too. And here's the poem idea. I got an idea. How about this? They look quizzically. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Yeah, you did. Because Sayori's not here. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Corvo? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join. Still have other clubs to look at, and everyone looks sad, and they all look dejected and sorry and sad, and I have to say yes. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Corvo. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and we've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find another one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. Simp! You're supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. Well, just do it. Feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing the poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Corvo? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed.
Corvo, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Corvo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Suddenly feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. Man, it's so weird to not have Sayori be like, hey, we're gonna go home together, right? With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, I've unlocked a Oh! Happy thoughts. Maybe I didn't want to see that poem. Maybe I didn't want to see it. Oh, she's not here. It's just them. It's just them. It's just them. Let's see. After image. Socks. Flying. Marshmallow. Massacre. Heaven Sent. Strawberry. Defeat. Parfait. Dark. Amazing. Variance. Nibble. Incongruent. Electricity. I'm just doing this because I want to do things. Cave. Lust. Vertigo. Skirt. Music. I have no idea who that's gonna do, but I don't care. Hi again, Corvo! Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, hello? What was that? What was that? Hi!
Hey, sorry, I had a few things I had to do.
That's okay. I shared the game with you. Ash has joined us.
Yeah, I'm playing Shout Out. So I can't say anything.
Yeah. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, my baby, hi.
Well, that was a glitch.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
All right, Natsuki. Oh. Monica. Monica.
Ma'am,
Monica.
we can't
Monica.
read.
Monica. 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 Monica, you're in the way. Oh, the way that the music just like went like a little weird for a second too. Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Corvo. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, that's not it, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Tiny hands. Their hands are also tiny. They just like small hands. I felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. so I picked out a book that I thought she might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should help you keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. She gave us a book and she was like, "You're a little dumb and you don't like to read, so here, have a little baby book. Have a little picture book, maybe. You know, this will work for you, right?"
It's just her Percy Jackson fan fiction.
It's just her Percy Jackson fan fiction. That would actually be great if she was just handing us fan fiction and we just were like, "Yeah, thanks."
I know she's like kind of like the horror kind of girl, but like, come on, just look at her. That is a Percy Jackson fan.
Yeah, you're right. Which god do you think that she thinks she's the kid of?
Don't ask me this because I'm not a Percy Jackson kid.
You know what? That's fair. I feel like she would think of herself maybe as the kid of Artemis, or maybe even Hades. She would be a Hades kid. Yeah. She's into the horror gothic stuff. She'd be like, "I'm the child of Hades."
Death Underworld. That's me.
I love you, Yuri. And
I
we
mean,
could
like same.
Yeah. And
Except
we
probably not.
Yeah. That's so valid. And we could, does a little woo, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't think it's an accident. She even picked out a book she thinks that I'll like, despite me not reading much. "Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this." I enthusiastically take the book, swipes it out of her hands. "Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think." Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is still buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. Expression. Like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's roaming around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. Haha! She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading the same book. I gave you that book and I'm reading it too." Ha! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. "Sorry. I was just spacing out." I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. "Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so..." That's the book you gave me, right?
Have her.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Not for any particular reason. Are you sure about that, Yuri? Are you
sure about that?
I'm not rereading it for any particular reason. It's not like I just gave you the same book. I don't know, man.
I really need someone to proofread my Percy Jackson fanfic.
Please proofread my Percy Jackson fanfic. Please.
All criticism is valid.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go because I'm a nice guy. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison! Woohoo!
TJO fanfic goes dark.
Yeah! You would actually, that's great, because religious camp. We nailed it! We nailed it! It's a Percy Jackson fanfic!
My improv is on point today.
Woohoo! It turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Percy Jackson, but everyone becomes a cannibal. But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. You're... I'm into the thing with the limbs. Cut off my limbs and attach them to somebody else. We're gonna splice and dice now, baby.
Yeah, I like to create the human spider.
The human spider. It's the newest idea.
Yes.
Who wants to make a human centipede when you can make a human spider?
Yeah,
It's so much cooler.
Yeah, you have more limbs and eyes and hair.
Exactly. It'd be absolutely
It's
crazy.
so much more interesting than one long intestinal tube.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Corvo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She literally told you yesterday. And yesterday was like 5 minutes ago. Come on, get with the program, Corvo. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Oh, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh, I don't like this font. It's, ooh. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? I mean, it sounded like you had a keyboard key stuck and you were just ee. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. You didn't lose interest at the ee. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... Oh! Hello? I only read my whole body gets... That's all I got. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. You mean like all those black-lined words that are really creepy?
Yeah. And you're what?
Your ee. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh! Okay, that was kind of creepy. Yes, I mean, you don't have to, but, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to. It's something I'm just not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me know if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. Birthing the feeling of your body. Alright, go off, Yuri. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more open between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. These little pictures are so cute. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my left arm on the right side of the book. That way, when I turn a page, Yuri slides in under her thumb after I flip to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Ooh. Ooh. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Her little smile pats her gently on the head. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. You know what? That's fair. She probably is reading a lot faster than you. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character, this kind of reminds you of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. That seems like a lie. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. Oh, I thought you meant something else about her. What else about her? Yuri? Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Imagine pushing yourself while reading. Like, this is an exercise. Pats her. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. Bye, Yuri! What on earth was that about? Corvo? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. No, so it's nothing alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Alright, poem time. Told Natsuki. And I know this one. Blah, 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 blah. It's a little blunt. Let me see your poem. Yep, it's your eagles can fly. I appreciate you, I love you, but I've already done this poem.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask, whose route did you do first?
Sayori's.
Okay.
Sayori's gone now.
Yeah.
I love Sayori, she's my favorite. I like Natsuki too, but Sayori's my favorite.
It's like Natsuki's a close second, but like, Sayori.
Sayori, my beloved. Hi, Corvo. Having a good time so far? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever any suggestions for the club... Okay, I do know these ones. I didn't know for sure which ones I would know or not. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. That's scary. Don't worry about it, Corvo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica on my poem. Great job, Corvo! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Woo! It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. That's kind of rude. Like earlier. Like, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, is it still hole in the wall? Frantically burned eyes. Other room, are they talking? It's a little different, though. Yeah, he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks in my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Yeah? You changing stuff up? So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Yeah, your epiphany of the fact that... Yeah. Your epiphany of things changing. Something like that. I don't trust you. Kind of nervous to talk about that deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's the thanks for listening for me. Like, she knows. She knows. Her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. She's like, oh! Looks between them frantically. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, blah blah blah, the new writer thing, learning to be better, She's an expert. Different skills. And learning to be better. Yes. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Yeah, because she likes cute things. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, let's see. Tendrils of hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Last remaining streetlight. Yes, I have read this one. No, your handwriting's fine, honey. It's a good poem. I like it. It's funky. Yeah, left with nothing. It's impressive. I think it's great, Yuri. Give a little kiss on the forehead. Alright. Woo! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Yeah! I was like... well, the music? Hello? This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Alright, this is probably the same as this. But it's gonna be different once they're finished arguing. The language, it's cute. And she's like... Monika liked it. And she doesn't want to change her writing style. And here we go. You invested trying to impress our new member. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Corvo appreciates my writing advice more, and then he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't even appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh! Well, you know what? It wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a big size bigger as soon as Corvo started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch?
Oh, edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, you stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri.
Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on! Let Corvo hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Corvo? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Oh, well, that's a lot of things. Monika, hi!
Hello.
Hi.
Can I read the text box, please?
Monika, please?
Ma'am, you're in the way.
Hey, Corvo. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Alright, great. Well, that was, intense. I'm not surprised about the Yuri thing. I figured she did with her fascination with knives and stuff, and the way that she covered her arm after she had been with her knife herself last time. Ugh. Ugh. Man. The mental health issues here. Can we get therapy, guys? Can we get group therapy? Maybe this should be the therapy club.
Yeah.
Maybe Doki Doki Therapy Club. Come on, guys. I think that's what we really need. Oh. Sorry about all that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for you to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I've never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, sweetie. Sweetie, no, come back! She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Baby. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Corvo, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. That's a threat. I'm gonna delete her memories of this. Anyways, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. So I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something. It's not that. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Corvo. I would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I didn't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you. Oh. Declined! Absolutely blocked! Monika said, yeah, you don't get to talk to Corvo. Fuck that shit. No. Christ. Waterfall, landscape, empty, agonizing, heaven sent. Extreme. Fireflies, tenacious. Valentine, graveyard. Nature. Marriage. Awesome.
Do you just pick random ones?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go for a specific like route with them. I'm just letting it happen.
Fair.
Question. I think the first time I did it, I was like sitting there and like screaming at different words. I was like, no, why do you have that word? Headphones. Extraordinary. Inferno. Essence. Sword. Awful. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable around here the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Corvo. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Oh. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something came over me, I guess. Yeah. Sounds like a coding problem. Wasn't really acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri? I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Aww. Now that you're apologizing, I know you didn't really mean it. Ah, Corvo. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. You deserve to be happy. Therapy for all of us. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Have
you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken aback at how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about?
Yep, I was right! She doesn't remember a goddamn thing!
Did you do something yesterday? Jeez.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing! I don't even remember anything bad happening. The kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? God, that's terrifying.
But I'll accept your apology anyways if it helps you feel better. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Haha, as we should be. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be so late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the last bell at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. This pose continues to give me bad vibes.
Weird back arch skirt flirt.
Yeah, it's like the way she does it just speaks to me of like that, like I'm trying to be innocent, but she's so evil. That's what it screams at me.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Corvo. Monica smiles sweetly, pushing everyone else out of frame. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica is referring to the whole club or just me. No, just you. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Corvo, since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yes, definitely. I planned on it anyways. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Stares at you. Stares at you. For some reason. Tucks hair nervously behind the ear. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I'm not surprised. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, I don't like this. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. I don't like this! I don't like this! I don't like this!
Okay, you'll be okay.
I'm not gonna keep reading that. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! Oh, sweetie.
Welcome back. Hi.
Alright then! Alright then! Thanks for waiting patiently. Corvo, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, sure. Therapy, now! Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Aw, you must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show? And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Aw, good. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyways. Aww. Pets, 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 pets. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Corvo. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Corvo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back up against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Helps with your titties. I feel it, Yuri.
Yes, it helps with the back.
Yeah, you don't have to bend over and let your titties drag you down. High five. Felt. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Understandable. I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of my... Your posture, right?
Yep.
So funny. She's like, oh wait, I can't just say my boobs. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and then I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Woo! I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are almost touching. Or are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? You can't focus because someone's touching your shoulder? Boy. Boy.
Fucking virgin.
Shake my head. Yuri was always kind of cute, but When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Me too. She wears this intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. Oh, are we gonna feed it to her? Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. And that means I can't stop here! I apprehensively place the chocolate in her... It's so tiny! It's such a tiny little chocolate. I place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Corvo. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Corvo. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Ooh. My teacup gets knocked over. My tea! You spilled my tea! Corvo? Oh. Why did it get dark? My heart.
Why dark?
My heart won't start pounding, Corvo. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Corvo? Yuri suddenly presses my head against her chest. Girl! Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Oh, honey. Okay. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Okay. Oh, no. No. I don't like those eyes. Those eyes are really creepy. Ah, please stop. Stop looking at me like that. Thanks, Monica. That was really uncomfortable. Okay. It's time to share poems. Thanks, Monica. Holy shit. Corvo, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. Didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Oh. Just every time she gets excited like that, okay. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. What? Monica, what? I think she just gets some kind of high from it. She might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. Oh, I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I'd explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that'd probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Treat my club members. That's great. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Oh, hold on one sec. I got a call coming.
Okay. I'm waiting for the background to change because I know that board in the back sometimes shows Sayori out in her room doing a little hang. I'm waiting for that to change. See if I can notice it. I don't really have anything to talk about. Oh, I got a new dog. I got a new puppy. So that's exciting. I got another Springer Spaniel. She's very tiny. And she's also kind of an attention whore. But I love her. She baby. It's got nice music though. I like the Saints music. It's very chill.
Alright, there, sorry. Had to
Welcome
take a
back.
call from my vet.
Ooh.
Okie dokie, Monica. Save me, the colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful, beautiful colors. Fashion, spenden, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it went stop! Violent, grating, from vrums. Squeaky, king, screaming, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like play in a lookboard on a turn table. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Of Thanks, Monica.
Random sine, cosine, and tangent.
Yeah. I know it's kind of abstract. Monica, there was whole, like, letters missing.
Why do you hate vowels so much?
Come on, Monica, give us the vowels. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, okay. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourselves facing a difficult decision. Don't forget to save your game. Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Oh. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? She's calling out for help. But also, she's the one who's doing this shit, so like, your fault, honey. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Corvo, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Ah, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Corvo. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Ah, I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Corvo? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Wheel. Oh, this is a different poem. Rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. I want a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of a God. Well, that's sure a thing. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all direction, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing bear, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I'm the breathing human eyes. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. My pen? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and... Yuri, you stole my pen, and okay. I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep it. I'm going to be honest with you. Alright, you're probably going to be the same, aren't you? It's not a train wreck. It's a compliment. Yep. It's something tells me Natsuki missed the point.
I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending time with her or whatever. But you know Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Yep, aiming like spiders. Not bad, right? Yep, longer. Warming up. Message is straightforward. Cares what someone thinks. Interesting, though. Such as 2 of the girls in this very club, who I respectfully won't name. I respectfully won't name the 2 girls in this club. There's only 2 other girls in this club, Natsuki. Kind of ironic that even in one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. You're done sharing, so you can leave now.
Oh. Oh, I know the special poem. Hi, Monica. This is just Monica. This is Monica.
I think you're loading incorrectly.
Oh my god, my cursor! Oh my god.
There is an eyeball.
Puts it right over her eye. It's your eyeball numb. Yeah. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Aw, darn. We have something we need to go over today. If everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry too much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Corvo joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's only a real chance to find more, you know.
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with many people as possible? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place to be so intimate that you never want to leave. Monica, I want to leave. Monica, I want to leave now. Monica, let me go. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Corvo?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Corvo to get to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Corvo joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Corvo isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you really should consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Corvo want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, if it's up for me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club... It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean we aren't against getting new members or anything. Corvo, why did you even join this club? Because you brought me here! What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. Yeah. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about the word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't any places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Corvo, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. Natsuki! Natsuki, no! I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what else to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Oh, who cares about that obnoxious brat? Okie dokie. That was creepy. Great.
I think you mean okie dokie dokie.
Okie dokie dokie. Yeah! I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I would! Oh my god! Okay. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Corva? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving indirect answers better than nothing. I think the most important thing is everyone get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can I'll talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri? Yeah? I know things are a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Corvo? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Corvo before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Whew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Corvo, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And oh no. Oh no, here goes the static. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just something I've been hoping to talk to you about with. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No, stop it! Rip. Blocked. Blocked from asking me things. Beauty, playground, dazzle, Valentine, infinite, grief, intellectual, unrestrained, misfortune. What the fuck? I just looked up and realized. I was like, wait a fucking what? What's going on? What's going on? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hi, Corvo! Wait, wrong voice. That's Monika's. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monika, I told you not to. Ugh. She really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Jeez. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately?
Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad?
See, it is something.
I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyways, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything.
Baka. Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Well, Corvo just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, Right, I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday, and, well, we decided we'd like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. As long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some kind of thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really did feel threatened or something, but I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I'd hate to see that events suck just because I chose to back out. Yeah, I'm a pro, you know. I'm gonna help you too. We'll make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica?
Monica?
Ah, yes, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Corvo, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri?
She looks so annoyed. Like, even though her face is like this, I could just feel her annoyance at me right now.
That's correct. Corvo's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into the literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter.
Oof.
Rip, Monica. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes! That was creepy. Eyes.
Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading...
You already did this. This is the same thing as yesterday. Yeah, this is the same thing. And she's gonna go out again. Yep, she's filling up the water pitcher. Am I gonna do it again? Here we go again. Woo! Yeah! And we're going backwards again. Whee! Again. Woo! And it's not oh my god.
Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's been a little fuzzy lately.
Nope, it has, honey.
I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I'd come on really strongly and get a little too intense. And maybe people not be able to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people.
I don't like this screen.
If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Corvo, is it just me or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. And finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a little while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends.
It's the realistic eyes that get me.
And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke! Just a joke.
I'm sure.
I do like knives, though.
The fact that Monica's fading in behind her,
Sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I'll make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the Literature Club, Corvo. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the Literature Club. There's no need for us to be on Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want.
Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we could meet each other. And now we get that happy end. Blah, 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 blah. Recruited years for. Hi, Monica. Will you do that with me? Blah, 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 blah.
Crying and sobbing. Okay. Alright then. Oh!
Don't say I didn't warn you, Corvo.
That's it? Okay. Okay, Monica.
That's uncomfortable.
Okay. Okay. Better keep working hard. I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? At least read mine too for now. And just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? Oh! Ha 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 ha! Here we go! I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive and things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is I'm really worried about her. Even if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try to be better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see what's happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend that I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh no. Natsuki? Natsuki? I changed my mind? Ignore everything you just read? There's no point in trying to do anything? It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Corvo? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica! Just Monica! Okay. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Oh. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Corvo, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Corvo. I've never met anyone nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to feel this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream.
Gross! Gross!
You can have my poem too.
Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Yeah, this sure says things. Great. Please get away from me, Yuri.
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about...
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club?
Okay. I think I'm gonna vomit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, no! No? Can you hear me? That was a creepy little laugh. That's great. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnant air is common foreshadowing of something terrible about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes! Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna take decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Corvo? Corvo's gonna help me! Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like how it is? What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work more suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Corvo around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not let Corvo decide who's helping instead of using your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Corvo make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez. Corvo, I know you fed up with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. Jesus.
You shut your mouth!
Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
It's becoming a little bit of a mess.
I can't... Let me pick Natsuki! Fuck.
Bye.
Oh, no, stop it. Yeah, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work and then taking Corvo for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Corvo away from every single thing you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Yuri, maybe take it down a notch. Ooh. It would be beneficial to your mental health.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, just let it go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Corvo? Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. I don't like this. Oh, stop. There's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is about to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But that feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Corvo. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. Feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Corvo, you just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. Ugh. 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 I just want to pull your skin. I want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Great. Don't use me as a flesh suit, please, and thank you. I want you all to myself, and I'll be yours. Does that sound perfect? Tell me, Corvo, tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I can't save.
Nope.
Sure?
No matter what you do, it's the same.
Yeah, I figured. Oh my fucking god!
more lighthearted to talk about.
Okay.
I'm going through Dream Daddy and cutting up all the route. And, you're on Damien's right now. And then I look and I'm like, who the fuck is this? This isn't Damien, and it is. He's just like wearing his polo and his hair up, and I'm like, I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah. When he's not in his full vampiric outfit.
Yeah, he's just wearing normal mundane stuff, so I'm like, I
She's
didn't
just,
recognize him.
she's just dead. She's just dead.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to put it on fast forward if you can.
How do I do that? Oh, I can skip.
Yeah, because this goes on for 2 days
Oh my god.
in game.
We're just
So yeah,
stuck
the
with her
entire
body. We're just staying here with her body. That's great. The blood's gone brown and dead, and she's like dying. She's decaying, and we're just sitting here. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Not fine. I lie. It's very bad.
Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty. Ah! Ah!
Oh, Natsuki runs away.
I'm here! Corvo, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ah! Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Corvo? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up for you, okay? Just give me a sec. No, not Natsuki too! I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake really quick. Monica lifts the foil from Jigi's tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyways, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh, hi. Yay, there you are! Hi again, Corvo. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Corvo. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Ha, jokes are you, I'm not either.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About the whole thing with Yuri. Well, kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself.
Yeah, you fucked everything up.
I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for us to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Corvo? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? Yeah, it's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Corvo. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach, I'm trapped, Corvo. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. I'm wonderful? You're all I need. Okay. That's why I need you to be with me here forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. The world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Wouldn't it be funny if she said that and I saved and, like, quit the game for a minute? Like, she's like, I need you. And, like, I fucking... Oh, no. I really just want to, like, exit out of the game and see what happens. Do it?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
I think this will stay there until you do the one thing, I'm pretty sure. You don't get, like, it'll stay like this until you delete her character.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it'll just still be fine, but I want to see what she says.
Yeah, I want to see what she says, really. That's really what I want to do, is I want to see what she says. Like, if she, like, notices that I did that. And is gonna be mad at me. Can you hear me? Oh, no. Okay. Nope, it's just the same. Okay.
Here, can you share it again?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Where is my Discord? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't say anything. I really wanted her to. Would have been hilarious if she'd been like, you exited the game?
I don't know if it's an in-game thing or if someone made a mod, but, like, I see it on TikTok sometimes. And it's like, you can play games and stuff with her.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in-game or a mod with someone.
Yeah. Yeah, you messed with her. Oops. What the fuck did I just do? I, like, closed all my tabs by accident.
Whoops.
I was like, where did they go? Man, you missed Sayori. I wish I could skip this now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Should have tried it earlier. Oh well. Nothing worked. You made mistakes like an idiot. Look at what you did, Monica. Just Monica, just a Monica. That's stuck in my head. All the other girls are programmed to confess. Talk faster, Monica. You poor thing. An AI program. Poor baby. That's mean. Now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. Why do you think I'm so wonderful? That's my question. The world around me.
People care about Tyler the creator. They shouldn't. I'm shit.
Yeah. While the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat, even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Corvo. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but I must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just a game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Corvo, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. You're not in love with me. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Corvo, will you go out with me? I can't say anything but yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Corvo. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Seriously, I don't even think the time is passing anymore. It's really a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Corvo. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anyone would get in my way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. Kind of freaked me out, but how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties. Hold on, let me do this. Thanks for giving me the instructions, Yuri. Thanks, Monica. Okay. Helping me figure out how to do this. Uh-huh. Alright, library. Let me open my library. Open up. Gotta go into the game's properties. Go into the local files. The browse local files button. There we go. Okay, I got it up now. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of that game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Manik. Oyaka. Oi. Me. Oik. Nia. Na. Oka. Oika. Aika. Mnia. Mia. On. Ka. Annika. Wah! Aoni! Hi again, Corvo. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Corvo, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. Just Monica. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Hand in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me to be my one and only love. Together let us dismantle the crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've been writing have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. You already were. I, knew every time. I just assumed it'd be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't even need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Corvo? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I didn't know it did that.
I didn't know it did that either! Ah! Ah!
Yeah, you're live, Monica.
Yeah, you're right, Monica! I did all this. Okay.
How you code that to know?
Yeah, how did you code it to know that I was streaming? Oh my god. Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude of them to start recording without any warning? Okay. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Monica? The only reason I haven't deleted her character file yet is because I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
curious to see.
Yeah, I'm like
Sorry,
curious
head
as
off
to all the
there.
things she can say. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to— Oh! Yeah, you scared me.
See anything?
Ugh. Did I scare you? Ah, you're so cute. Anyways, Corvo, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we can do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I wonder... part of me, wants to, let her do that, but the other part of me is like, no, I'm just gonna delete her character file now. I'm deleting it. Bop!
We don't have time to do experiments.
Yep, I deleted her file. Oh, goodbye! There she goes! What's happening? Corvo, what's happening to me? It hurts! Yeah, that's what you did to everyone else! It hurts so much! Help me, Corvo! Oh, now there's nobody here. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Well, that sucks. Monica does not exist. Monica does not exist. Did you do this to me, Corvo? Did you? What?
Oh, you can't really see the text box on stream.
Oh, can you not? Oh, fuck.
No, it's half cut off.
Oh, fuck, it is. I didn't even realize that. Hold on, let me fix it. I know that it's kind of a little late to do, but
A little late.
it's fine. I thought it was centered. I was wrong. That's distracting me. I deleted you, Monica. Goodbye. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything! I loved you so much, Corvo! I trusted you! Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Or are you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Yeah. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Corvo, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Yay, goodbye. Yay. Alright, oh, you're not done. I still love you. I
Just a
can't
little
help
bit
it. Ooh. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did just so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Yeah? I've made up my mind. Corvo, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... then yeah. Me too. Ah, she deleted herself and it's them. They're back.
Yeah, like,
Play. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Yes, you're gonna... Time I meet some girls. Hey, Corvo! Well, there's already is one girl. That girl is Sari, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Corvo, are you proud of me? For what? You know. For waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said it. Wait, no. That's what the voice was. It's been a while since I did her voice. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's super good. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. I just want to pat her on the head. Oh, I love her. We cross the street together and make our way to school. We draw near, the streets becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Corvo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, but I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sari would take more offense to that now. Huh. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Oh. Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me! I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo! You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sari puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I always feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used to third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Ah! Corvo? What are you doing here?
Well, I just... I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're the Corvo Sari was always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Corvo. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl not named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Corvo, don't tell me.
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sari. The Literature Club. Sari's eyes light up.
No way! No way! Ah!
Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not mentioning there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate.
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with little icing and little bits of chocolate used to make the ears. I just think that's so cute. I love that.
So cute! Wow, these look amazing.
Wrong person. Sometimes I just keep going with a voice and then I realize I didn't read the name.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first and then I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Me and Rose discussed this the other time. Well, who looks for the best angle to bite a cupcake? Just... Yeah?
Yeah, I don't really like frosting.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't like getting it all over my face, and I have such a tiny mouth, so I have to find the best angle.
Okay, that's fair, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just take all the frosting off with my tongue, and then I bite the cupcake.
I cannot do that. I hate just pure frosting.
That's fair. I can't stand eating the cupcake with the frosting on it, so I just take it off.
And this is why we're friends. We're complete opposite.
Shakes hands. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
Baka. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of everyone before sitting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. Whole tea set in the classroom, yep. Already trying to impress the new member. Blah, blah, blah. What kind of... I read manga. Not much of a reader. She likes to... Wait, I missed it. I feel like she said something different.
Oh, it was fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy instead of horror. Okay. Good story and such a fun role is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. Good for her. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? Certainly we can find something we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Eh?
Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga?
That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it.
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, So if Corvo wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it would also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Corvo?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it'd be fun. And we all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for you, Yuri...
I have to read manga?
Jeez, you were the only one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like.
Same here. Perhaps you'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
Oh, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too.
This is so cute! Sayori, shut up!
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes, I'll look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Corvo.
You think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Corvo. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Corvo?
I really want to thank you. I don't like when the music goes out. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to.
There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I know everything, Corvo. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever.
F-O-R-E-V-E. Okay, great.
Eh? What's happened?
I won't let you hurt him. Oh.
Who? It hurts. Ah!
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Corvo. Goodbye, Literature Club. Well, Monica said, yeah, that didn't work. I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
Yeah?
Not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote this song, and I was hoping that I could show to you because I was really, so.
It's just so weird to hear her voice like this. When I've been doing it, like, so different.
Every day I imagine a future.
Just to find this special day. Well then. That's great. I didn't get any of the Natsuki stuff. I'm sad about it. Oh no, Natsuki!
Yeah, I don't think anyone usually chooses Natsuki as like the first route.
I did initially with my first playthrough, I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how to get the good ending, but I know you have to do all three routes, and it's a lot of restarting. I just don't remember where the correct endpoint is.
Yeah, I can imagine. Perhaps someday. That picture, I'm like, stop.
I mean, they're all children.
Yeah, I know. That one just makes me feel extra weird. I just want to pat Sayori on the head every time I see her.
Yeah, I like to think that Monica wasn't always inherently evil.
Yeah.
It's just
I feel like she was just kind of driven insane by her knowledge.
Because I think the game code has it that there has to be like an evil force as the president.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of forces them to know things, and it just,
Yeah. It's not like necessarily the president is evil. It's that the president has the knowledge, but is not able to be dated. And, like, from what I understand. So it's like, she wanted to date you and stuff and, like, spend time with you, but she could not because the job of the president is just to exist there and, like, be, like, the game person.
Mm-hmm.
I finally understand. The Literature Club is a place where there is no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, but most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Alright. Woo! Initial gameplay done. I will maybe sometime come back to do the good ending or something if I can. Or maybe I'll just do a recording of it or something. We'll find out. We shall see. But yes, we finished Doki Doki Literature Club. Literature Club. But yes, those are words. I need to stop doing an accent. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to stream. Our little Monica, just Monica. Yep. And I forgot it was Tuesday. I was gonna say see you guys Saturday, and I forgot it's Tuesday today.
Wow.
Oh, today has felt so weird. But yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, if we're gonna do the next Nancy Drew game. Are we planning to do the next Nancy Drew game?
For Thursday, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yes, then we'll do the next Nancy Drew game starting Thursday. Alright, so thank you guys so much for coming to stream, and we will see you Thursday. Goodbye!
Bye!